Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Hello all, welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for super chats, apparently. What a way to open the show.
Was I the only one who thought that was Cesaro Claudio when the lights turned off? Instead, they brought in the great Khali 2.0.
The perfect super chat to kick off the show. We all thought that. Thank you, KC MOD, for your $5 super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, AEW Dynamite had a lot of steam going into tonight's show. The crowd was amazing. New Orleans showed up and showed out. It was a pay-per-view quality show with pay-per-view quality hype and a pay-per-view quality crowd. So certainly this was easily the best Dynamite of the year, right? I mean, you had CM Punk versus Penta Oscura, Pentagon Jr., whatever you want to call him. You had Samoa Joe for the first time taking on Minoru Suzuki. You had Keith Lee, limitless Keith Lee, and Swerve's house, Strickland, taking on Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. Hometown kid, Ricky Starks. You had a tag team title match, Jurassic Express versus reDRagon. Dinosaurs versus Dragons. The debut of Marina Shafir, and some other great surprises. So this was easily the best Dynamite of 2022, right? Right? It almost was. It almost was. If you eliminate the last 5 minutes, we could make an argument. I thought Punk and Penta had an excellent match. A great showcase of two very well seasoned talents, but also it's a great indication of things to come for CM Punk, because I think we might be seeing a new world champion very soon. We'll get to that in just a second. I thought the tag match for the tag team titles was great. That tag match between freaking Keith Lee, Swerve, and then Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks, sleeper hit. That was awesome. All kinds of awesome stuff. Of course, you had Eddie Kingston and, of course, Ortiz and Santana taking on Jericho Appreciation Society. That was good. A show filled with other pay-per-view quality matches. That one wasn't the weakest, but it was not one of the highlights, if I'm being honest. It's one of those matches where it was good, just didn't stand out amongst the pack. There's so much to like about this show. Unfortunately, people are going to be talking about that ending. The ending where we saw Samoa Joe standing in the middle of the ring. Satnum Singh, who was signed by AEW back in September 2021, who apparently was training with Cody Rhodes, the Nightmare Factory, made his debut. To a lot of, let's just say, not so happy reactions. Not just in the arena, but also on social media. More so on social media. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness gracious. Great Khali 2.0. What the hell? You ruined what could have been one of the best Dynamites of all time. This is a WWE segment. I'm seeing it all. I can't really say they don't deserve the heat. I personally didn't like it. I don't think I was supposed to like it, but I didn't like it in a certain type of manner. For me, and we'll get into it as we, of course, talk about the show itself, we do the review, but to put it mildly for you, this might have killed the lights out gimmick for me. The lights out, lights on. See, usually when Tony Khan does the lights on, the lights off, lights on stuff, it's a debut of a big name that you know is going to get a reaction. So when the lights went off, like Casey MOD said, I thought, oh shit, Cesaro? Claudio Castagnoli? Whatever. Are we gonna get the debut of Claudio? This would be perfect. His first feud with Samoa Joe. Whoa. And then the lights went back on, and we see Great Khali's lost brother standing 7'3", attacking Joe all the way down to the goddamn vice grip. His finisher is the Great Khali's finisher, the vice grip. And I'm torn because here's why I'm torn. I like it because it gives Jay Lethal something to do. What's one thing we've been complaining about? We want Jay Lethal to have something to do. He's a great talent and he should be featured more. Well, there you go. There you go. He's being featured now. But then I don't like it because to end the show on that note, it was a huge dynamite. It was exactly what we got when the Dark Order debuted. Remember back in 2019 when the Dark Order debuted? One of the worst endings to any wrestling show we've seen. It was awful. It was garbage. This might be just as bad. Some are saying it's worse. I don't know if I'll go that far, but on a show where you had all kinds of amazing matches, top quality pay-per-view matches, to end with that, I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the best decision. We'll see. I hear that Satnum Singh is going to be on Ring of Honor. He is not going to be on Dynamite. Apparently, he's signed to Dynamite. He's been signed. He's signed back in 2019. Was it 2019 or was it 2020? What year did he sign? He signed some time ago. I think he signed recently, so 2021. I don't know. He signed a while back. He didn't just get here. He's been here. They're just now debuting him on TV. So, if he's going to be on Ring of Honor as a heavy for Jay Lethal, fine. Whatever. Do what you gotta do. I just feel like that was not the ending that we needed. That wasn't the way to go. That's just my opinion. We'll get to the rest of the show in just a second. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know how you feel about the ending. Let me know how you feel about the show overall. And before we get to that, let's pay some bills. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all of my content when it comes out. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership today. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review. Past, present, or future. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at JustAlexCentral. Also, give me a follow on Instagram and give me a follow on Spotify. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today from Pro Wrestling Tees. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alex's World t-shirt, but most important, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America. It's the remix t-shirt made by It's J Knox and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. And before we get to the live chat, how's about we get a quick word from our sponsor, Audible. Do you like hearing books but not reading books? Well, this is the sponsorship for you. Let's get a quick word and then we'll get to the live chat. We'll do some shout outs. Today's video is sponsored by Audible. Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks. They have over 180,000 audiobooks to choose from, including books written by wrestling legends like Chris Jericho, Mick Foley, Bryan Danielson, Drew McIntyre, and Jim Ross. Today, if you visit www.audibletrial.com, just Alex, you can get one free audiobook of your choosing. Audible is the best place for audiobooks, and I cannot recommend it enough. In my time, I've listened to Chris Jericho's The Best in the World and Bryan Danielson's Yes books, both narrated by them personally. And here's the best part. Even if your membership wears out or you just aren't satisfied with the product, you can cancel your free trial at any time and your audiobooks are yours to keep. So again, go to audibletrial.com, just Alyx, and begin your journey today. All right, thank you all for being here. I am very aware I am going live with other heavy hitters here on YouTube. Most of my numbers come in afterwards. So if you are here live, I appreciate you for making me a part of your day. Show some love to the moderators, Ultra Shawn 97, 5-star Heart, Eliza Demi, and Godzilla Hawk, who help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Be sure to like the video. The more likes I get, the more opportunities I will have to be recommended to other wrestling viewers here on the web. So without that being the case here, let me go ahead and let me play these super chats really quickly, and then we'll get to the shout outs. Cause you are my love. Do you ever dream of friends?
To win a title 3 times, you have to lose it first.
Nickname Mai basically telling Franklin Torres that he'll be getting his title back soon. Will it be at Double or Nothing? Nickname Mai has said he doesn't like defending his belt on WWE events. So, the next event is AEW, which is in May, next month. Will he win it back? We'll have to see.
My boy Dalton Castle wrestling this Saturday.
Yep, Dalton Castle. I saw that. Dalton Castle versus Jonathan Grisham. That should be an awesome match to see. We'll see how that turns out. I'll be recording the Saturday event. I gotta see my girl Thunder Rosa. But I'll be out on Saturday. Won't be able to catch it live. But I think it's gonna be a great show regardless. So once again, thank you all for making me a part of your day. Let's give these shout outs a quick look. Thank you to the following people for being here. Ghoul World Order, Pitman's Pit, the lovely Miss Teresita, Khalil does everything, almost definitely everything. Wrestle Spider. We also got Pimp Boy BK in the building. Let's see here. We got Sam 3, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Matthew. Ooh, this is a hard one for me. Is it Kayo? Consikayo, or just Matthew C. If I said your name wrong, I apologize. Chemo Embryo, Calendar Master. What's up, Calendar Master? Good to have you here. Joe Arredondo. No, Mom Arredondo. Where's Mom Arredondo at? Well, good to have you, Joe. Sideways 66779. We also got Regito Boy 09, Agus Chaos, DVN, which is new. DVN in the building. YouTube member, the 808 Keone. Thank God he's here, because we can't have a show without the 808 Keone. Big Hero Chris in the building. Gen X 6887. Anthony what? Juice in the building. Jason Lewis. Oh, this is a good crowd. Joaquim. Arajo. Did I get that right? Joaquim Arajo. Please tell me I got that right, because I think that sounds right. Axel Bonella. I probably botched his name. I apologize. The artist formerly known as... I like this part. Natural Born of Gorilla. I haven't said his name in a while. Great Reginald Scott. And last but not least, let's give it to... Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for making me a part of your day. As always, your presence makes me happy. Your presence is what keeps me doing this. I expect these numbers to grow. I am very aware that I am live with other big-time YouTubers, and people are allowed to choose where they go. If you're watching me afterwards, I appreciate you. Please leave your thoughts down below. All right, let's pause these super chats. Let's get to it. Let's start things off with the ending, because I really want to focus on the positive. when it comes to this show, too many people are going to crap on it because of the ending. And I don't think this show deserves that. I thought the show overall was an awesome show. I thought the wrestling was awesome. There wasn't really... Okay, I won't say there wasn't a bad match. I thought Marina Shafir and Sky Blue was, if I'm being honest with you, kind of wish that was Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose, or a different match that we're getting on Saturday, but what can you do? But, you know, it was a good way to test where Marina was. This was a great place to see if an act was going to work, because this crowd was hot. New Orleans, they came out, they came to have fun. This was a hot audience through and through. So if you sucked, if it wasn't good, boy, did you know about it. They let you know from the jump street if this sucked. And this ending was no different. After that awesome knockdown, drag out, New Japan Pro Wrestling style match between Samoa Joe and Minoru Suzuki, we got the debut of Satnam Singh. So after Joe won the TV title, which is the title that he had, I think the only Ring of Honor title he had yet to win, you had Jay Lethal and Rajan Singh. Psych, wrong one. Sanjay Dutt. Rajan Singh. Not quite. Sanjay Dutt on the outside talking about, we got a present for you, Samoa Joe. We got a big fat present for you. And they had a present in their hand. They opened the present box and they pull it off and they give him the middle finger. They had a hole at the bottom of the box and they just put a middle finger through it. Can't speak right now. They put the middle finger through the bottom and was like, that's your present. And you're like, all right, well, thanks for coming. And then the lights go out. And you're like, oh man, Cesaro? Who's it gonna be? Killer Cross? Who's it gonna be? Lights go back on. It's the Great Khali. If he was a basketball player, which I think he actually was. I don't know. Freaking Satnam Singh showed up in a suit. He attacks Joe and the crowd boos. And it wasn't one of those kick his ass Joe boos. It was like, what the fuck is this? Why would you do this type of boos? It was white heat. It wasn't the good type of heat. Jay Lethal attacks Joe. They lay out Joe. And we see Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, and Satnam Singh standing in the ring. And you're like... For me personally, to end this on a show with awesome wrestling, it really showcased what happens when you take a sports entertainment segment like this and you apply it. This felt like a WWE segment all the way down to the reveal. It was just like, what type of reveal was that? For me personally, it killed the lights out gimmick. The lights on, lights off stuff. Lights out, lights on, whatever you want to call it. Usually that was reserved for big names. When it was Malachi Black, it was great. When it was Adam Cole, it was great. When it was... Hell, what was the recent one? The recent lights out, lights on was, I don't know. I don't remember it. Whoever it was last, I'm pretty sure it was good. This one wasn't it. This felt hokey. This was just like a fart in church. It was like, bro, really? This was, unnecessarily bad. And I'm almost, no, I am definitely happy this is going to be a Ring of Honor feud. These guys, they'll get time on Dynamite, but quite frankly, can we not? Can we not? Yes, I am one of the people that said, well, Jay Lethal deserves TV time. Give Jay Lethal some TV time. Come on, y'all, give him some TV time. Now it's like, okay, well, hold on. Wait a minute. I know I said I wanted TV time, but Jesus Christ, like, I don't know if this was the right way to go about it. Jesus, man almighty, this is... And I was reading some reactions on Twitter, and I almost want to pull it up. Who am I kidding? I'm going to pull it up. Let's read some of these Twitter reactions because they feel exactly how I feel. Like, it's really not the best ending to a Dynamite. And I think when it's all said and done, this is what people are going to remember the most. They're going to remember an awesome show that, quite frankly, was tainted by a very weak finish. A very weak finish that probably more than likely shouldn't have happened. If they would have ended with Joe beating Minoru Suzuki and going off the air, people would be saying this is the best Dynamite all year. For sure. The best Dynamite all year. But because they didn't do that, instead we got... Woo! Yeah. So, yeah, let me see if I can pull up some... Let me pull up some reactions to it. Because I don't know. Matter of fact, Great Khali is trending. Oh no, Great Khali is trending. Y'all, let's get these reactions really quickly. Let's get these reactions because sometimes you gotta roast AEW when they do stuff like this, so they know this didn't work out very well, and they can handle it, so we're good. Oh no! Right at the top, JD from NY. Oh Jesus Christ! AEW has their own version of the Great Khali. Please God, help my fucking soul. Mom, I want the Great Khali in AEW. No, we had the Great Khali at home. No! Why you do that? Y'all do know that every Indian wrestler doesn't have to be compared to the Great Khali, right? He's not lying. I get what he's trying to say, but dude, how can you not look at this guy and go, ugh, yeah. The Great Khali 2.0 won't lie, this killed the vibe of the match. Congrats to Joe, though. It did. The Great Khali comparisons are beyond cringe and remind me of the neckbeards who compared Joshi wrestlers to each other on account of them being small and plus Japanese. I mean, WWE has their own Great Khali 2.0 called Omos. So we get one too. Yeah, I don't know. Look at this. Worst spots on the AEW Dynamite. Joe, Minoru, slap. What the? Hater. I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, that was, oof. Again, not one of their best endings. Yeah. Not the best reactions when Great Khali is trending. You don't want to be compared to Great Khali. I'm just saying, the one person on your debut you do not want to be compared to is the Great Khali. Satnum Singh, you are literally the one they're comparing to, Great Khali. Whew, so let's keep him on Ring of Honor for now and let him build himself up, please. If that's okay with you. That's just my thoughts. Give me your thoughts down below about that ending, because I think people crapping on it, saying it was a terrible ending, they have a point, because it was. Presentation-wise, it was not the smartest thing to have the lights go out and then come back on. You should have saved that for someone like a Cesaro. Now, next time it happens, people are going to be like, all right, this better be good, Tony. Because imagine, alternate universe. Imagine if it was Cesaro. Oh my God. Wouldn't that be fire if it was Cesaro? Wow. No, it's Great Khali 2.0. Let's see what happens. Things could get better. Things could get worse. But overall, I personally was not a fan of that ending. Now, did it take away from the show? A little bit. Still thought it was an awesome show. It just wasn't the best Dynamite. I feel like that ending stopped it from being the best Dynamite all year. It happens. I see a few more super chats lingering. Let me play these super chats, and then we'll get to the rest of the show.
Even though my hopes are low for this new guy at the end, The Dark Order surprised me and I hated them at first, so I'll give him a chance, but great show.
Yeah, we'll see. We have plenty of time to turn our opinions around. I just think in terms of a debut, that was not the best way to debut him. It just wasn't. That to me was an example of the company doing a disservice to the talent. So, all right. With the negative stuff out the way, negativity done, we need to talk about this show. Because this show, outside of the ending, if you eliminate the last 5 minutes, the overrun, you get rid of the overrun, this was an awesome show. The wrestling top to bottom was fire, except for one match, and that was the women's match. But top to bottom, this was a great show. And I can't stress it enough. It was excellent. An excellent show top to bottom in terms of wrestling. And I'm excited to talk about it. So I'm going to go in order. I'm just going to go from top to bottom. We opened up CM Punk versus Penta at Cero Miedo, or my bad, Penta Oscura. I don't know how I feel about Penta sporting his Penta Dark Lucha Underground gimmick, which it is what it is. It's still Pentagon Jr. Before the match even started, CM Punk, Cero Miedo, CM Punk, Cero Miedo, CM Punk. And they just stood there and watched the crowd go crazy. And then we got Chop City, baby. Chop, 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 chop. Chop Fest. Crowd loved it. Crowd got behind it. Great match overall. Here's why I said this match was awesome. There was a spot in the middle of the match where Punk and Penta were on top of the turnbuckle. They were supposed to do that flying hurricane off the top. Punk failed. He slipped off, and you're thinking, ooh, botch, yikes. No, maybe it wasn't a botch because Punk is selling his leg. Oh no, is he injured? This is a prime example of how to handle a botched spot. Punk did slip. He botched, but he took advantage of that botch. He fell, he grabbed his leg, the referee then quickly ran over to Punk and treated it like he actually injured himself. Pentagon didn't sell the botch. Instead, he played it up like, ha, what a loser. You screwed up, you hurt yourself. He's walking around, taunting to the crowd, referee's pushing him off, and then he pushes the referee away, and then he goes to work on Punk's leg. And you're like, wait, was that planned? Was that a part of the match? You don't know. To me, I feel like it was a botch, but the recovery was so goddamn good. I thought the spot made the match better because originally it was going to be a top rope Hurricane Rana, but honestly, what we got instead was even better because it led to them then doing the top rope Hurricane Rana the right way, which was amazing to me how they worked that into the match. It's masterclass storytelling by CM Punk. He is one of the all-time greats for me. He's always been one of the all-time greats, but to me, that match, that spot, the way he handled that, proves it. The match was great. And of course, CM Punk did beat Penta, but let me tell you something. Penta got over in losing. He looked great against Punk. Punk looked amazing. And as we already know, Punk is going after whoever wins the title on Friday, whether it's Adam Cole or Hangman Page. So, awesome opener. Crowd was hot for it. And then without even breathing, they followed up with the tag team title match. We got Jurassic Express, Lucha Boy, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus taking on the reDRagon, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Dragons versus dinosaurs. What a match. And the match was good. Overall, it's one of those matches where you watch it, and by the end of it, you're like, okay, great match, but both tag teams have had better matches. It wasn't harmful. It wasn't anything groundbreaking. It was just a really good match. And afterwards, FTR came out, and you go, oh. Because honestly, there was a side of me that was thinking reDRagon might win the titles here. If they were ever going to win the titles, this would have been it. But they didn't. They lost. And instead, FTR FTR came out with the Ring of Honor World titles and the AAA World titles. And now they want the AEW Tag titles. Hey, I don't know about y'all, but that's the perfect match to do it in. Now, for me personally, if they are going to do FTR versus Jurassic Express, and they are going to drop those belts to FTR, that would be the perfect time for a Christian heel turn. The perfect time for one. Because you already know he's teasing one. He's already been teasing it for a while. Let's see what happens. But good match. Good match overall. They followed that up with, I think, the 6-man tag. Or was it MJF versus Captain Shawn Dean? Let me see. It was... Let me check. Let me see. It was MJF versus Captain Shawn Dean. The Kryptonite. That's what I'm calling him. The Kryptonite Captain Shawn Dean. Because MJF can't handle the Cat. No matter what he does, he can't beat the Cat. And whatever he does, no matter how good he thinks he is, the Captain always wins. I mean, he had an assist from Wardlow. Which, by the way, this entire storyline between MJF and Wardlow, fantastic. As soon as the cameras panned backstage and you saw the security laid out, you already knew Wardlow's here. Now, how he appeared this week was awesome. So, cameras backstage, security's laid out, MJF looking around, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? And then he goes to the crowd, the barricade, and he's like, he ain't coming. Security guard takes off his mask, it's Wardlow. MJF turns around, pow! And then MJF starts running. That boy scurries away, like, no, brother! Oh, brother! Scurries away, goes to the outside, runs from Wardlow. Security guards come out, and they have to have like 20 security guards hold him down. Here's the catch, though. The match is still going on, and Shawn Dean is standing in the ring. MJF is on the outside. The referee's counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then MJF gets the microphone. He's like, look, oh my God, please don't count to 10. I'll do whatever you want. I'll pay you a lot of money if you don't count to 10. And the crowd is chanting 10, 10, 10. Ironically, because Shawn Spears is there. 10, 10, 10, 10. And the referee goes 10. Shawn Dean wins. He continues his win streak over MJF. I loved this. I loved every part of this. This was excellent. Excellent storytelling, excellent character development, great stuff happening, but not just MJF and Wardlow, but also Shawn Dean. Shawn Dean, the Kryptonite, motherfuckers. I love it. The Kryptonite. This man is killing it. And he didn't even lift a finger. Because he got this. He's the captain. And the captain always knows what works. Oh, I love this. This is what you call sports entertainment done right. This was great. I love this. All kinds of stuff happening. We got a backstage segment with Jamie Hayter and a Mystic Neas, Tony Storm. It was announced that this will be a first round match for the Owen Hart Foundation Cup. Now, we should also make this, and this is a special stipulation for me because I think it works, but this match should also be the right to own the name Mystic Neas. Who's the real Mystic Neas? Is it Jamie Hayter? Or is it the original, the OG Mystic Neas? Who's got the real thickness? What type of thickness are we going for? I don't know. Personally, I'm gonna go with the OG here, Tony Storm. But Jamie Hayter, who knows? I'm just saying that this match could use a little bit of spice. In all seriousness, this should be a great match. They have worked with each other. I think they were opponents in Stardom. Very stiff. I expect this to be, in my opinion, a very strong style type of match. So this should be a great opener when I see it. That'll be a great match to see. Wheeler Yuta, Bryan Danielson, and of course Jon Moxley will be on Friday live to take on the Ass Boys and the Ass Man. We got the Ass Family. The Ass Family. On Friday. That should be fun. Very fun stuff. Oh, man. And then it was revealed that Darby Allin would take on Andrade in a casket match next week. Fucking awesome. Let's do it. So, they're doing a feud between Malachi Black and Fuego. And clearly, Malachi Black purposely said, we're fighting with you purposely to get you over so then we can give despair to the audience when we do beat you. So, alright, that's a nice little way to get people interested. And it also was revealed that Sammy Guevara will take on our boy, the man, Scorpio Sky for the TNT title on Saturday. And I think that's going to be, it's either going to be the first match or the main event. Probably the main event will be Thunder Rosa versus Nyla Rose. Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz taking on the Jericho Appreciation Society. The match was solid. It was good. I don't know. It's just one of those things where I love the talent and the feud. Something's missing. I feel like when it was just Jericho and Kingston, it was an awesome, awesome pairing. Now that we've involved other cooks in the kitchen, it feels low budget. Something's missing. I need more time with JAS. I don't know, quite frankly, how I feel about them. Like, if this was, like, okay, imagine if this was the Inner Circle. Sammy turned heel, and you did that instead. It was Sammy, Jake Hager, and Jericho versus Santana and of course, Eddie Kingston. That probably would have been a little bit more interesting. But because he formed a new group, we still have to get used to the group. I'm trying to see how this is going to work. I'm not quite sure how I feel about the Jericho Appreciation Society. I think Jericho being a heel is great, but the group needs some work. That's why I don't quite care about it. But Kingston lost because Jericho hit him with a bat. The referee wasn't looking. He's a little punk for that. So it is what it is. I mean, what else can you do? Let's see here. I think next was the women's match. Yeah, Marina Shafir versus Sky Blue. Look, while I appreciate Tony Khan giving TV time to people like Marina Shafir, giving them an opportunity to really showcase their skills and do great things, I don't know. How do I put this? I don't hate what they're doing with Marina Shafir. I feel like she should be a heel. But if the idea is to have her fight Jade Cargill, who's also a heel, I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't know if that's the match we should do right now. Like, Sky Blue versus... Honestly, if I had it my way, I would have given Sky Blue a shot. Sky Blue versus Jade Cargill would have been a great match. Marina Shafir? I need more time. I need more time with her. I think she has potential. I think she has a great upstart. I think when you think about what she can be, the next Shayna Baszler, the next Ronda Rousey, sure. But right now, a little too soon. I don't know. Don't see her not beat Jade Cargill, honestly. Hook will be taking on Tony Nese next Wednesday. It will be Hook's first match on Dynamite. That should be fun. Then we got... This match is great. This match was great. Keith Lee, Swerve Strickland taking on Team Taz, a.k.a. Powerhouse Hobbs, and Absolute Ricky Starks. Hometown boy, Absolute Ricky Starks. Let me tell you something. When I tell you, this match was fire. This match, oh my goodness, this match was amazing. It was everything I wanted it to be. Everything, even down to the finish. I know people hated that finish. We'll get to it in just a second. This had all the great spots. All four of them looked great. Powerhouse Hobbs looked strong. Ricky Starks was an absolute star in his hometown. Love what he did. Love the homage to Taker's old school. I guess we'll call that new school because he did a little dance on top of it. It was really nice. Keith Lee looked like a beast. Keith Lee looked strong. And the only reason why Keith Lee got pinned was because Taz came out and interfered. Taz came out, grabbed Keith Lee's leg, and Powerhouse Hobbs hit him with that spine buster. That nasty ass spine buster, and pinned him 1, 2, 3. And people were like, oh my god, no, why Keith Lee? And I said, hold on for a goddamn minute. Time out. First off, the match was awesome. Why are we complaining? Second off, it's a tag match. A tag match that, in my opinion, needed to have Team Taz win. Team Taz needed that victory. They needed some type of momentum in their name. So I'm happy they got that win. They needed it so goddamn badly. And it doesn't hurt Keith Lee because it was a tag match. Swerve and Keith are singles competitors. They'll be okay. They'll be fine. Trust me, they'll be just fine. Ain't no one complaining about Keith Lee and or Swerve Strickland losing this tag match. It was Ricky's hometown. And let me say this about certain people on Twitter. If Keith had beaten them, then they would have been like, oh, you're going to have Ricky losing his hometown. No, that was the right decision. It was good to have Ricky win his match in his hometown. I don't think it hurt the match at all. It wasn't even a clean win. Keith's fine. Keith's going to be just fine. I like the match. That's just me personally. You can't win them all. Main event time. We won't talk about what happened afterwards, but we'll talk about the main event. Oh, by the way, love seeing Thunder Rosa with that title. She looks great with the title. Thunder Rosa, Nyla Rose. Great stuff. But man, let me tell you something. Minoru Suzuki versus Samoa Joe. Chop City. Chop City. Chop City, bitch. Chop City. Chop City, bitch. Chop City. Chop City, bitch. Chop City. Yo. If you are a fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling, if you're a fan of that Japanese strong style, this was all of that in a bag of chips. They chopped the piss out of each other. They beat each other down to a bloody pulp. It was amazing. Samoa Joe's chest was purple. It wasn't red. It was purple. He beat him so badly. His body was red, but he was purple. They beat the shit out of each other. Man, freaking Minoru Suzuki's chest looked like torn up meat. It was amazing. I would have loved to see it some more. I would have loved to see the match keep going. I didn't want the match to end. I thought the match was outstandingly awesome. If you knew what you wanted and you knew what you was going to get, what you got was exactly what you wanted. New Japan Pro Wrestling style one-on-one match between Samoa Joe and Minoru Suzuki. It was great. Samoa Joe does beat Minoru Suzuki, does beat him for the Ring of Honor World title, television title, which is the only belt he had yet to win in Ring of Honor. That was really, really cool. And he won with the Muscle Buster. So, Samoa Joe is still undefeated. He's still looking great. It's just that ending is what people are going to be talking about. And I hate it. I hate the fact that we have an awesome show that is tainted because of a shit ending. That ending was so goddamn bad. But I'm not going to dwell on it too much because I still loved the show. For me personally, I thought the show was great. So, that's just me though. That's just my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Apparently, next week, Tony Khan will have a huge announcement. Now it's like, all right, bro. Now what you got? How many huge announcements are you going to have at this time? By this point, like what? Come on now. At this point in time, what now? Now what you going to do? Another one. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ almighty. You know what I mean? Another. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Hopefully it is something worth a damn. What could it be? I don't know. You tell me. But that's Dynamite. That, my friends, was Dynamite. Share your thoughts down below. Sneeze. Nope. Share your thoughts down below about the show. How you feel about it, top to bottom. Favorite match. Let me know. Live chat, you have the floor. And I hate when this happens. See, I gotta get a different streaming service. Because right now, Streamlabs is tripping. Showing that I don't have anybody in the live chat when I have 70 people here in the live chat. It's crazy to me. So let me go ahead and play these super chats while the live chat gets back together. 'Cause you are my love. Do you ever dream of friends?
Hell, I would take Miro over Singh. The fans would still go home happy if Miro came back.
Oh, if it was Miro and Lana, CJ Perry, Lana, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. What a pop that would have been, for sure. But yeah, no, we got Great Khali's little brother. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the live chat is saying. Sam3 gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10 seems fair. That's what I would give it. A B+, A-. Yeah, that's about where the show would be. Khalil does everything. Show is great. I give it 8 out of 10. That 1 point is to the ending, and the other one is Marina Shafir. She needs improvement. Oh, for sure. She needs work. Joaquim Araujo. Show was good. Only the women's match and the ending was bad. Yeah. Yeah, everyone seems to have the same views on that one. Let's see here. Remember Stone Cold's heel turn? Yeah. Don't remind me of it. Not the best heel turn in the world. Let's see here. Charm City player, Brandon Ace. Well, I call you Brace. Brandon Ace. The show was okay, but it was just good wrestling matches, but no storylines outside MJF and Wardlow. I mean, that was the whole point. It was just supposed to be wrestling, and that's what he wanted it to be. So I'm happy we got that. People, I don't know, like people just use certain things to take shows down a peg. I'm like, it wasn't supposed to be that type of show. It was supposed to be pure wrestling, you know. Let's see here. Jason Lewis, except for the women, I almost fell asleep during their match. Yeah, the women seem to be getting a lot of heat right now. Admittedly so. Am I the only one who's still not feeling the new women's world title belt? I like it. I think it works very well. For me. Everyone was laughing at the Great Khali comparison. Oh, man. Yeah, Danny Lieberman, the lights out is what destroyed it. Yeah, the lights out was a terrible way to debut him. If he had just came out instead, that would have been fine. But the lights out thing was just awful. Excalibur sold it well. Good on guy in mask. Good on the guy in the mask, yeah. For sure. FTR, the first 2-time AEW Tag Champs, while also holding the other titles. Hell yeah, man. That'd be really, really cool. Jason Lewis says Jericho is getting ready to go back to WWE. Uh-oh. Is he gonna follow in Cody's suit? Probably. We'll see. Thunder Rosa looked great, by the way. Absolutely. She always looks good. Love the Thunder Rosa spot where she got to be a smart babyface. Wish Bianca Belair would watch that segment and demand better from creative. Man, for sure. For sure. Yeah, Miro is working on a film right now. If you're asking, where is Miro? He's working in Hollywood on a film. That's where he is. Stone Cold's heel turn ruined what was an epic WrestleMania. No, it didn't. I thought WrestleMania 17 is it's the best WrestleMania of all time, in my personal opinion. It's still the best WrestleMania of all time. Keith Lee keeps losing. What are you talking about, guys? Okay. Jason Lewis limited Keith Lee. What are you talking about? He got pinned in a tag match off of a distraction finish. He's still undefeated. He's undefeated in singles matches. What are you talking about? How I feel about Ruby Soho? Ruby Soho will be on, I think she'll be on Friday's show, and she'll be in the tournament, which I hope she wins. I hope she goes all the way with it. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I appreciate y'all for being here. Again, the audience will come to me afterwards. I know that I am live during a time when a lot of other people are live, but I didn't want to be up here too long. That is my AEW review. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time right here in Alyx's World. As you file out, like the video, leave a comment. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.